Sit back, relax, and enjoy A Midsummer Night's Dream.
She lingers my desires, like to a step-dame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night, 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow, you bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments, awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Apology. I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love, doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexations am I with complaints against my child, my daughter Hermia. Send forth Demetrius. My lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning thou hast filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious duke, be it that she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her. It shall be either to this gentleman or to her death.
What say you, fair Hermia? Be advised, maid, to you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is. But in his kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Take time to pause. And by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and I for bond of everlasting fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true, he hath my love. And what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine. And on my right of her, I do a statement to Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. I am beloved of beauty as Hermia. Why then should not I prosecute my right? Demetrius, I will vouch it to his head, may love Tanator's daughter Helena and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard such things. But Demetrius, come, and Aegeus, come. I have some private schooling for you both. And as for you, fair Hermia, see you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will. Or else, the law of Athens yields you up, to which by no means we can extenuate, to death, or to a vow of single life. Come.
I mean, for all that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens her house is remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then Steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance till morn of May. There I will stay for thee.
Oh, my good Lysander! I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly I will meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair, happy fair. Sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so yours that I catch fair Hermia ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. For the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, through Athens' gates we have devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, tomorrow truly my Lysander and myself shall meet. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight of lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helen, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dotes on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius think not so. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, and he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia's felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But hearing me nigh to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again. Is all our company here?
You are best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here's a scroll, every man's name, which is thought fit in all Athens to play an orange before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day and night.
First bid a quint, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Marry, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Ah, yes, very good work, I assure you, and, merry. Now, read the names of the rest of the players. Masters, Spikers.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I'm for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
Ah, and what is Pyramus, a lover or tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
That will ask for some true tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms, but I will condole in some. To the rest. Yet, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I can play Hercules rarely, or a part that can tear a cat in two. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Thisbe's car shall shine from far, and bear him off the foolish. This was lawful. Now, read the names of the rest of the actors. This is Hercules' vein, a tyrant's vein, a lover's more than gold.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take this beyond you.
What is this, be a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Oh, boy. You shall play its mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
Ah, but let me play Thisbe too. I can speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Ah, Pyramus, sweet Pyramus, my lady dear and lover dear.
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling Taylor.
Here, Peter, please.
Robin Starveling, you must play Moonshine. Tom Snap the Tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, the Wall. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the Joiner. You, the Lion's Heart. And I hope here's a play fitted.
Do you have the last part where the part you have to be given to me? For I'm so stubborn.
You may do it extempore, for it's nothing but roaring.
But let me play the lion as well. I will roar so that it will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar so that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek. And now we're not to hang us all.
That would hang us all, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if we were to scare the ladies out of their wits, they would have no other discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as any sucking dog. I will roar you and tweer any night.
You can play no part but Pyramus. Poor Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see in a summer's day, a most gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
The masters, here are your scripts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come by tomorrow night and meet me in a wood a mile downtown by noon. There we will rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dull with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
There we may rehearse, obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu!
Bless you.
At the Duke's open meet.
Enough! Hold or cut bowstrings.
How now, spirits? Whither wander you? Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere. And I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. Farewell, thou love of spirits. How be gone? The queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not in his sight. For Oberon is past bell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant, had a lovely boy stolen from its Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child.
Have I mistaken your shape and making quite? How sure that shrewd and knavish right called Robin Goodfellow? Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck? You do their work and they should have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. And sometime those guides gossip full in the very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and down over there do a pour-hill! What room, fairy? Here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, for that you were gone.
You met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous, Oberon? Very skipent. I forsworn his better company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, come from the farthest step of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon!
Your mesquite mistress and your warrior love.
To Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer spring met we on hills. With thy brows thou hast disturbed our sport.
Yeah,
Come on.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fair land buys not the child of moon. His mother was a boisteress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night. How often has she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's heroic sails. But she being mortal, that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within the wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom! Fairies away! You shall try downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle pluck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music?
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vessel thrown in from the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow. It fell upon a little western flower. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make all man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from of her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I'm invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? The one, I'll stay. The other stay with me. Thou toldest me they were stolen unto this wood. Hence, get thee gone! And follow me no more!
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron. For my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot, love you?
And even for that's why I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit. For I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of someone who loves you not. To trust the opportunity of the night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I'm not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world.
I'll run from thee, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you.
Let go! For if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Fie! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well. Demetrius!
Farewell thee, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there, welcome wanderer?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady.
Aw.
Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond of her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Just go!
Come now. Good fairies are hard to find. Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Then for a 30-minute hence. What's thy problem?
Why can't we listen to my music?
Thou must listen to fairy music, not rock and roll.
Is thou a dummy?
Sing me now asleep, and then to your oxes, and let me rest.
thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love's sake. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce, cat, or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak troth, I have forgotten our way. We'll rest us here, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
It's so, Lysander, find you out of bed. For upon this bank, I will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trove.
And pray, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's confidence. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it.
Lysander riddles very prettily. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation may as well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that prayer, say I. And life when I am loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
Half the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force of stirring love. Night and silence! Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep be seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee, hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so.
Stay! On thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. But who was here? Lysander on the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Ugh, how fit a word is that violently to perish on my soul.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he loves your Hermia? Lord, what though yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes with her I have spent. Not Hermia, but Helen. Do not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by reason swayed, and reason says that you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I never did? No, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye. But you must slap my insufficiency! With truth you do me wrong, with sooth you do, in such a sinful manner me to woo. Fair music.
No,
Resign, I thought you lord of more true judgments. Oh, that a lady of one man refuse, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not, Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest come Lysander near. Of my surfeit and my heresy of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me! Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from thy breast! Ah! Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eats my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What, removed? Lysander, Lord! Right out of hearing gone, no sound, no word. Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon, almost with fear. No, well then, I perceive thee all not nigh. Either dead or no, I'll find you immediately.
Are we all met?
Packed, and here's a marvelous Italian place for rehearsal.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in the comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus is to draw a sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By larking a perilous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Don't worry, friends. I have advice that will make all well. Peter Quince, write me a prologue. And let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that, for the further assurance, that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weave. This will make all well.
Would not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play tour? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
My dearest Thisbe dear, the sweetest flowers of odious savor.
Odors. Odors.
Of odors, savor. So hath my breath, my dearest Thisbe dear, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than ever played here.
Must I speak now?
I marry must you, for you must understand he goes but to see and nicely heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus.
Higher.
Most radiant Pyramus.
Higher.
Most radiant Pyramus. Ah! Most radiant Pyramus. Most Pyramus.
Man. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your parts, truth and all. Pyramus.
tire.
As true as horse thing, it would never tire. I mean, the Pyramus needs to.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only... Why do they run away? Is this slavery to make me a feeder?
Oh, bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated.
Yeehaw! I see their knavery here. This is to try to frighten me, to stir me from this place, but I will not leave. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing. Thee who so cocked, so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, yeehaw! The thrush so with his notes so true, the run with little quill, yeehaw!
What angel wakes me from my fiery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the uzu cuckoo gray, yeehaw! Which note doth man many hath marked, and dares not answer.
I heard thee, gentle again. My ears much enamored of thy notes, so is my eyes enthralled with thy shape. And thy fair virtues, forced before stopped moving, on the verse to say, swear.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I have wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am the spirit of no economy. The summer so doth tend upon my spirit, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I give thee fairies to attend on me. Peas blossom.
Ready.
Cobweb.
Oh, ready.
Moth.
And I.
And mustard seed.
And I.
Where
shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hopping his walks, and yam on his eyes, feeding apricots and berries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Not him elves, and do him courtesies.
I beseech your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Mustard seed. Cobweb.
Peas blossom.
Moth.
Jupiter.
Iris.
Come, elves, wait upon us.
And what it was that next came in her eye, but she must dote on an extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster, is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patchers, rude mechanicals that worked for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook a scene and entered in a break. I did him at this advantage take. An ass's knoll I fixed it on his head. Hee-haw! And left sweet Pyramus translated there, When in that moment so came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved and asked.
Oh, this falls out better than I could devise. But, hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, of course he must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Mortals! Rising! Now, move.
Many things.
Sinistine Maximus on the floor. Proceed. Oh, why rebuke him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'er shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. It cannot be thou hast murdered him. Should a murderer look so dead, so grim?
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glittering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather feed his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou hast driven me past the bounds of maidens' patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men.
You do use your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
Then I pray thee, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what shall I get there for?
A privilege, never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, a while I will remain, which in some slight measure it will pay. If for his tender here, I'll make some stay. What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprism of proportion ensue some true love's turn, and not a false turn true.
Then Fedor rules that. One man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helen of Athens look thou find. By some illusion see thou, bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go. Swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand. And the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Why do you think that I should woo in the scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look what I vow, I weep. And vow so born in their nativity all truth appears. Look, how can these things that make give scorn to you, bearing a badge of faith that proves them true?
to advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, O devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Goddess, nymph, perfect divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy, how ripened show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you're all bent to sit against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do? You must join in souls to mock me too. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. To vow and swear and surprise my parts, when I am sure you hate me. Both are rivals, and love Hermia. And now both rivals to mock Helen.
Be not so. You love Hermia. This you know, I know.
Never did mockers fight, idle friend.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. Oh, look, where thy love comes yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, thou. Mine ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay? Who loved to press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, though it not let him bide. Helena, who more in guilds tonight than all yon fiery roses and eyes of light. Why seekst thou me? Could not this make thee know that the hate I bear for thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive thee conjoined Elfrida fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these? Tried to bait me with this foul derision? All the counsel that we two have shared? The sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty put a time for parting us. Or is it all forgot? School of childhood innocence.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems it's you who scorns me.
Have you not said, Lysander, I've been scorned to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now does spurn me with his foot to call his goddess, nymph divine, rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persever. Kind of rich, sad looks. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. If you had in pity, grace our manners, you would not make me such an argument. Fare you well. It's partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena.
Oh,
Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
oh, excellent.
We do not scorn her so.
I love thee, Helena. By my life I do. I swear to that by which I will lose with thee. To prove you false, it says I love thee not.
I say, I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, then withdraw and prove it too. Quick, come!
Lysander, you're too tense already.
Oh, away!
No, no, he'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go!
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird! If I thing let loose, I will shake thee from me like a serpent!
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
My love. Out, tawny Tartar, out! Oh, loathed medicine, oh, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, Sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What, should I strike her? Hurt her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What greater harm can you do me than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I, Hermia? Are not you, Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me.
I, by my life, I never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, out of question, out of doubt. Be certain nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me! You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, I faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive she hath made compare between our two statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I? Thou painted maypole, speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low but that my nails can reach into thine eyes!
Me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in truishness. Let her not strike me. You may perhaps think that she is something
Lower!
match her.
Lower. Hark again.
Do not be so bitter with me. I ever wanted to love you, Hermia.
Why, get you gone. Who's it that hinders you?
Foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid! She shall not harm me, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not. Though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she was and though she be but little, she is
Again! Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
Get thee gone, you dwarf. You minimus hindering of not grass made. You bee, you acorn.
You are too officious in your behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Hermia. Take not her part. For if thou show so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest, to try who is right, of mine or thine, is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by jowl.
Come back here!
You, mistress! All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away!
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, king of shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have noted in Athenian's eyes. And so far am I glad and so did sort, as this their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. He therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin, cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way, till o'er their brows doth counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they not done yet. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. And back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do the employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. Then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
Fairy king, this must be done with haste. For night swift dragons cut the clouds full fast.
Make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere stay.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Wherefore art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I shall be with thee straight!
Follow me then, to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again! Thou run away, thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookst for wars, and wilt not come?
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. I go where he calls and then he is gone. The villain is much lighter footed than I. I followed fast, but faster did he fly. That fallen am I in dark uneven way. Here will rest me. Come thou, gentle day, for but once to show me thy great light. I'll find Demetrius and that's fine.
Ho, ho, ho! Coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest! For while I walk, thou runnest before me, shifting every place. Thou darest not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay then, thou mockest me. Go away. Ooh, faintness constraineth me. My days approach. Look to be visited!
Oh, weary night, oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hours, shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens from these my poor company detest. And sleep. Sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes, steal me a while from my own company.
Yet but three, come one more. Two both kinds make up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here I will rest my head till the break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander if they do mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye gentle lover's remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. In the country proverb known, that every man shall take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. Man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I annual cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peace Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Oh, ready? She's so dull.
Monsieur Cobweb, get you your weapons in hand and go kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of a thistle. And, good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready? What is thy will?
Nothing but to help scratch. For methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass that if my hair do tickle me, I must scratch.
What if I hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desires to eat.
Truly a peck of pop. Or I could munch your good dry oats. But methinks I have a greatest desire for a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoards and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas, but I pray you, disturb me not. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I'll wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwists. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, when I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience. I then did ask of her a changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear it to my bower in fairyland. And now, I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle Puck, take this transformed scout from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Beest thou what's wont to be? Seest thou what's wont to see? Diane Benor's Cupid flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, the visions I have seen. Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh, how came these things to pass? Oh, how I loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these 5 descents.
Music, ho, music such a charm as sleep.
Now when thou wakest, with 9 old fool's eyes peep.
Sound music! Come, my queen, take hands with me and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I on new and amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fairy king, tender mark, I do see the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence said, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night, that I, sleeping here, was found, with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, find out the forester, for now our observation is performed. And since we have devoured of day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. This Lysander. This Demetrius is. And Helena. Old Nadar's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and, hearing our gift, came here and graced our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Good morrow, friends! St. Valentine's is past. Begin these woodbirds but a couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, where hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to, be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian...
Enough! Enough, my lord! You have enough! I beg the law! The law upon his head!
My good lord! Fair Helen told me of their stealth. Of this their purpose hither to this wood. And I, in fury, hither followed them. Fair Helen in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena.
Aegeus, I will overbear your will.
What?
For, in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. Away with us to Athens. 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come and follow them.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
When everything seems double, thinks I see things with a parted eye.
So methinks that I found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own in thought.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that we sleep, we dream. Was the Duke not here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father calls us.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then? We are awake. Let us go then, and let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho, Peter Quince, flute the bellows mender, snout the tinker, Starveling. gods my life stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what my dream was. Methought I was. There is no man that can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. But man is but a patched fool if he were to expound what methought I had. The eye of man hath not seen what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will perform it in the latter end of the play before the Duke.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
Did not be heard of. Haven't that be transported?
If he come not, then the play is marred.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is one or two lords and ladies more married. For sport got forward, all been made men.
Oh, sweet belly bottom.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Almost courageous day, almost happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Oh, not a word from me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together. Good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Be presently at the palace, for the short and the long that our play is preferred.
More strange than true.
But all the story is the night told over, and their minds transfigure so together. More witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us wait your royal wants, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours in between after supper and bedtime? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus, there is a brief how many sports are right. Make a choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by those 10 words, it is too long. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which I must admit when I saw rehearsed made mine eyes water. But more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-headed men that work here in Athens, which never labored in their minds till now.
And we will hear it.
No! No, my noble lord. It is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing.
I will hear that play. For never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
So please, your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let her approach.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at the show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you will know. This beauteous lady, this be certain. This man, fine, rough cast, doth present wall. And by a wall which did these lovers sing, and their walls chink, poor souls they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This woman, with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn, present moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet a minist's tomb. There to move. This grisly beast, this grisly beast, which lions hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she saw, which lion, vile, bloody mouth stained. Anon goes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with blade, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain. Remain. Remain.
Oh!
I wonder if the lion be to speak. No wonder, my lord. One lion may, when many asses do.
In the same interlude it doth befall, that I, once not by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, had in it a cranny hole or chink. The lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did often whisper secretly, this lone, this rough cast doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so, and this cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lyman Hare to speak better? It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discourse, my lord. Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Whole night, so hued with black. Whole night, whichever art one day is not. Whole night, whole night. Alack! 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 Oh, but I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot, but... Oh, wall. Oh, sweet and lovely wall. That stands between her father's ground and mine. But, oh, wall. Oh, sweet and lovely wall. Show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Through whom wicked walls, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be the stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, ye should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is now to enter, and I am to spy her through the wall. It will fall pat as I told her. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall! Well, often hast thou heard my mouths! How! Recording my fair Pyramus and me, my cherry lips have often kissed thy stones. Thy stones with hair enlivening up in thee.
I see a voice! Oh, now will I to the wall to seek my Thisbe's face. Thisbe?
My love, thou art, I think.
Wilt thou, lover's grace, so kiss me through this vile wall?
I kissed the wall's hole and not your lips at all.
Wilt thou meet me in his tomb straightway?
Time life, time death, I come without delay.
Thus have I walled, my heart discharged its soul, and being done, thus away I go.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best of this kind are but shadows, and the worst, no worse of imagination than them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
Here come two noble beasts in, a woman and a lion.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts still feel the smallest monstrous mouth that creeps on floor, may now perchance but quake and tremble here, when lying rough and wildest waves uproar, then know that I have snugged the joiner in the lion fell, nor as lions stand for fire as lions who come and strike into this place, to pity on my life.
A very gentle beast of good conscience.
The very best that a beast there I saw.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present, myself the woman in the moon do seem to be.
I am weary of this moon, but she would change.
It appears by her small light of discretion that she is in the wane. But yet, in all reason and all kindness, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon, I the woman in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love? Really? This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love? Wow. This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Oh. Roar.
Well roared lion! Well roared well moused lion. And then came pyramids.
And so the lion vanished.
Oh, sweet moon, I thank thee now for shining now so bright. Oh, sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. Oh, sweet moon, I thank thee for thy gracious, gold, glittering beams. But stay, oh spite, but mark, poor night, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Thy mantle good, stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell. O fates, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Be sure my heart, I pity the man.
O wherefore, nature, didst thou lion spring, which vile lion hath here, have deflowered,
Devoured.
devoured, my dear, which was the fairest thing that had ever lived, that's loved, that's looked with cheer, tears, come, confound, out, sword, and wound, I The pap of Pyramus! I left pap! Where heart doors heart thus die I thus
Now I am dead.
Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die! Die! Die!
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She finds him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
She had spied him already with those sweet eyes.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead? My daughter? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak, quite dumb. Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes, these lily lips, this cherry nose, these, these yellow cowslip cheeks. Oh, gone. Gone. Lovers, make moan. His eyes are as green as leaves. Oh, sisters three, come to me. With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore, since you have sheared, with shears as thread of silk. Tongue? Not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade my breast in brew. And farewell, friends. Thus this be ends. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
No! The wall is down that parted their father. Will it please you to see the epilogue?
No! No epilogue, I pray you. Your play needs no excuses. Never excuse when the players are all dead. There needs none to be blamed. Let your epilogue alone. Lovers, to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. In a fortnight hold we this solemnity, and nightly revels and new jollity.
ride. Everyone lets forces strike the churchward paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now our frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I'm center, room before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Thank you. Come now, fairies, a midnight roundel, just like mustard seed toss. Remember, keep my count.
How's it go?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Boring.
Messing up.
You're out of trouble.
Get ready, get ready.
Oopsies! I didn't do
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
It's
well.
Metallica time!
Yeah, real music, guys. You get nothing.
Who's doing this?
I have an idea.
That was
Much better.
Is that
Put the mortal back. Now until the break of day, move through this house which fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. The issue there create ever shall be fortunate, so shall all the couples three ever true and loving be. Break away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day. Let's go.
shadows have offended? Think but this, all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I'm an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else, the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if you be friends.